Joining me now is Eric Fingerhut, President and CEO of the Jewish Federations of North America. Eric, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Brittany.
Before we get started, for those of our audience members who aren't familiar with the Jewish Federations of North America, can you explain what the organization is and what its mission is?
Sure. Every Jewish community is organized locally into a federation which cares for all the needs of the community, making sure the community is healthy and safe and caring for those in need, educating our young people involved in our broader community, and also connected deeply to Israel and the global Jewish people, which is, of course, the portion of our mission that brings us here today. There are 146 Jewish federations across North America, basically every Jewish community in North America. And then we are organized together so that we can work collectively on these issues, as well as locally. And that's the umbrella is the Jewish Federations of North America that I have the great privilege of leading.
I do want to talk about where we are right now. We're sitting just about 72 hours after Hamas's horrific attack on Israel on Saturday. And I know that you and your team have been mobilizing philanthropic efforts across the country. Can you talk a little bit about those?
Sure. First of all, I am in Israel right now. I'm speaking to you from Tel Aviv, and in case you hear a siren go off, I might have to go address that. But I've been here since I was actually here when the attack happened. I was here for another reason, and so I've been here the entire time. It's obvious that there are enormous emergency needs. There are people, horrendous numbers of victims, homes that have been destroyed, families that are grieving that have been destroyed, businesses obviously that are closed, and then also the burdens on the emergency medical system, just overwhelmed. The army is fully mobilized. 300,000 reservists are mobilized. So the impact of that, schools are closed. So all of that creates enormous financial need. Our Jewish communities across North America have historically always worked together to raise the funds that are needed. Every community has opened a special place where donations can be made. I can't give you an exact number yet; it's too soon. But certainly, tens of millions of dollars have been donated in the last 72 hours. We expect that to continue to grow, and we get that money directly and as quickly as we can to the places of greatest need.
Before we continue in the conversation, I know you're in Tel Aviv right now. Do you feel safe?
I feel safe because two reasons. One is that it is, even though it's within the range of rocket fire, Iron Dome is very active. In fact, when you hear a siren, usually what people listen for is the rocket, and then they listen for the Iron Dome, which sounds a little bit like the sonic booms used to sound. And then you know that the Iron Dome has been activated. And also, I know at this point that the army is fully mobilized. Look, they were clearly taken by surprise. The government admits, the military admits, this was a massive failure on the part of the military and the intelligence. And of course, that'll be dealt with at some appropriate time in the future. But for right now, the Army's fully mobilized. The border is fully under control, and so I feel that the proper defensive measures are being taken.